All right, these are exercises and stretches for the foot and ankle. There are 3 of them, and we call them 3 foot and ankle stretches. I tend to like to hold on to a wall or be in a place where you're stable enough to be able to hold on. What we're going to do is there are 3 exercises, but there's 2 parts for each exercise. So on the first one, what we do is we want to stretch the top of the foot. So I put the foot and toe and heel in line, stretching the top of the foot. As you know from other exercises that I teach, it's 3 deep breaths. It takes about 10 seconds. So part 1 of this stretch is heel and toe in line. Part 2 is let your heel go to the outside. This will put a big stretch on the front of your ankle, especially if you've had an inversion sprain or an ankle sprain recently. So be cautious. 3 breaths on that. So part 1 of these 3 exercises is toe and heel in line, and then let the heel go to the outside. Stretching, you'll feel the stretch on the top of the foot or perhaps up into the front of the leg. Part 1. Part 2 is what I call a corkscrew exercise. You're going to just plant your arch. In fact, I'll try to show it this way. You plant your arch so that the weight or the balance is on the outside of your foot, as opposed to letting your arch just collapse in, because that puts a lot of stress on the knee too. Keep the arch up, and what you'll do is you're just keep the weight on the bottom of that foot. I'm not completely off the other leg, but I'm just supporting it. 80% of the weight is on my foot on the floor, and I corkscrew or turn my body with pelvis, hips, and shoulder to the left for, again, that 10 seconds, 3 breaths, and to the right. So I'm feeling a corkscrew or a torquing down in my ankle. Again, I want to reiterate, this is not a comfortable way to do this exercise. When I'm turning or torquing this way, try not to let your foot collapse, or now you're putting the pressure down and it stresses the knee. If you keep the arch up, I'm still having the weight on my foot, but arch is up, turning to the left and turning to the right. With breathing, 10 seconds, that corkscrew. That's part 2. Part 3 is a classic stretch of the calf, what do we call the gastric, the soleus complex. It's a classic stretch, but the way I like to start it is the toe and the heel are in line, in a straight line. You're facing the wall so you can hold on. With the knee locked, you gently stretch toward the wall or the door, feeling the stretch in your calf in the back. 10 seconds, 3 deep breaths in and out, right? Part 1. Part 2, turn your toe out about 45 degrees, and the weight is on still both the heel and the front of the foot. Same stretch, stretching in and holding that for 10 seconds. So part 3 is a classic runner stretch, but instead of turning it out like that a little bit in the beginning, keep it straight, toe and heel in line, stretching this way, and then part 2, the heel and the toe go to the outside. So those are the 3 stretches. Just to review, or you're going to be reviewing it on the video. Again, it's part 1 is stretch the top of the foot straight and heel out. Part 2, corkscrew that ankle and foot to the right and to the left. And part 3, stretch the calf, the back of the leg straight and with the toe out. There you are.